Hey, yo, we are back at the show that is to the fans, for the fans, and created by the fans. Hey, yo, we are back at 49ers Roundup. Man, we got plenty to talk about. We got Brandon Aiyuk, of course, Deommodore Lenoir being left off the top 10 list of corners, and Up this Stout getting ready for a breakout season. We got plenty to talk about, so let's talk about it.
Roundup.
Damn, bitch ass boy, you a fan. Damn, fuck a hood, catch you for a gram. Damn, pussy nigga, do you know who I am? Damn, bitch ass boy, you a fan. Damn, fuck a hood, catch you for a gram. Damn, pussy nigga, do you know who I am? Damn.
Hey, yo, we're back at 49ers Roundup, man. CG Ruthless, I am D's Rants. We are in the building, man. We got plenty to talk about, man. And way to start off, man. Training camp release dates have been released, and definitely got excited about that, man. What are we expecting going into training camp? What are some of the biggest bouts that we're going to be looking at? And which one are you most excited about to see?
Oh, as far as the battles and all that stuff going to training camp, I'm more intrigued by the left guard spot. Like, I'm intrigued who's going to win that starting role.
Definitely. That left guard spot still definitely open. I feel like the right side could use some improvement on top of that as well. So definitely we got Connor in there, Connor Colby coming in there, looking to get that left guard spot, man. Who is going to be that guy alongside Trent Williams? We got Enrique Cruz, who's got a lot of speed. That could be definitely useful on that right side. So I'm excited to see the offensive line, but the room that's got me intrigued is going to be definitely on the defensive side of the ball. It's definitely going to be that safety and cornerback room. I definitely believe that, in my personal opinion, Deommodore Lenoir, we know who he is, the San Francisco Hyena at the end of the day. But with these training camp dates and the rookies getting signed, I definitely feel like Ephesian Pricehock is going to be that guy that's going to be that other corner. That's definitely going to be on the outside. I think he has that length and that ability, and he's definitely got the preseason to prove it, and this is his opportunity right now. How you feeling?
Well, he's more of a big, lengthy cornerback. Like, he should be good against covering bigger receivers or tight ends, like as far as what I've been seeing. Like, when you look at guys like Upton Stout, who's just a legitimate nickel cornerback who covers more of the slot and other positions, you want to at least have somebody of Pricehock's caliber who can cover the bigger targets, or some of the guys like that matches up with the speed-wise. But, yeah, as far as the rookies, bro, when you look at the rookies, yeah, all those contracts were taken care of from right off the bat, bro. The moment they signed that contract, bro, it was like we got Romello Heights signed, and then Grayson Holton got signed from there. So it seemed like things were kind of quiet for a little while, and we all heard that from the get-go,
Well, yeah, and I think that those two were the key signs that you mentioned last week, especially with getting Grayson Holton. Getting him signed was probably going to be a key asset later down the line. So I'm definitely excited about that. I know the 49ers were definitely excited about Romello Height. I know there's still probably one more guy the 49ers could sign in that defensive room. We're going to sit here and wait on it. We already know Joey Bucks is still waiting in the wings. So at the end of the day, definitely excited about what the 49ers are going to be doing. Deshaun Strickland also got signed as well. I believe he signed earlier than all the other rest of the rookies, if I'm not mistaken. But come to find out, it's just I'm excited what training camp's going to fold. The safety room is definitely going to be another room that needs to be addressed because it's up in the air outside of Malik Mustafa. Jair Brown has some room to improve, and there's other guys out there that are competing with him. So I'm definitely intrigued about the safety room as well.
Yeah, safety room is like it's a bit of an intriguing one, but I think the free safety spot is probably the one where we need to address the most. I mean, I don't know if Jair Brown can be the answer or can he actually be the solution, because he's kind of having one of those years where it's like he's entering the final year of his rookie contract. So he can either prove himself to the 49ers or he can just cash in elsewhere. But you got Marquise Sigle going into his second year, a guy that kind of showed some promises here and there. Can he be the answer going forward? I don't know. Ashton Davis seems like a guy that we just signed on a very cheap deal. Can he actually make a push for a starting role? We'll see.
Right. And then you got some like the undrafted guy I mentioned, Jalen Thompson out of Notre Dame, and I feel like he's got to play. He's got to play in there. I think he has to play in Definitely has to show his worth during the preseason because that's going to be his biggest opportunity to even make this roster. But I think there's still an open spot, and I think he's going to be that guy that gets it because I don't see anything outside, no other free safety outside of those that we just mentioned that is going to be able to give the 49ers what they actually need. And that's some guy that can line up a free safety that can line up in the box, make a tackle, and ain't got to miss by a bunch. Of course, that 4.740 that you mentioned also, that's what got him went. That's the reason why he probably went undrafted. But I feel like this guy, I should have mentioned it last week also as well. Talanoa Hufanga didn't run that fast of a 40 either, now that I thought about it. So that's why I kind of feel like Jalen Thompson really has a spot to really and an opportunity to really make this roster.
Oh, wait, you're talking about Jalen Stroman?
Oh, yeah, Jalen Stroman. My bad, Jalen Stroman. Yeah, he has a guy that can really make this roster.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you watch his tape, he makes plays. He doesn't miss tackles. I mean, as far as like coverage and all that, he puts himself in good position to make plays. But when you look at the reason why he was undrafted, it's because we look at the 40 time. But I think the way he plays the game, it's like he's one of those guys that makes very, very few flaw mistakes, very few. But I think that's something about this guy coming in, like as an undrafted free agent. He's intriguing. He can either make a push for a roster or he can be a guy on our practice squad.
Yeah, I see and I think in that with that safety room being the way it is, I think for Jalen Stroman, one of these two things that could possibly happen for him. So if he doesn't make the 53 man, I definitely feel like he could definitely be a guy that could either get signed from off the practice squad, or if he doesn't end that, he's definitely going to end up on somebody's team.
I mean, there's some skills to like about him. I mean, he has an NFL bloodline. His brother played in the league also. So coming from a good program at Notre Dame, he's kind of showed signs that he can be a very productive starting caliber safety. I mean, you can say like how you were comparing him and Talanoa Hufanga. I think the only difference between Hufanga and Stroman is Hufanga's a little bit quicker, but I think the way they both tackle, they both hardly ever miss tackles. It's where we come with the similarities.
Right, and I think what really got Talanoa Hufanga that good look is Talanoa had really great instincts, bro. Like when he picked off Matt Stafford, bro, that was an instinctive play. When he picked Stafford off on that screen and took it to the house, which was a game-winning play at the end of the day. So that's why I feel like if Stroman has those ability and has those instincts, I think he can make this team.
Yeah, it's all about capitalizing. I mean, sometimes those undrafted players tend to surprise people, but like a guy like Stroman, I wouldn't rule it out as a possibility. I mean, there's another guy who can actually have a simple path of making the roster as an undrafted free agent, which we've talked about this guy quite a few times. Khalil Dinkin.
Yep.
That kid can
tight end.
Yeah, the tight end. Like he's a very good blocker coming out of Penn State. His production isn't quite what you would say, wow, that guy should be a starting caliber, or wow, he should be highly drafted. No, his production isn't quite what everybody looks at, but when you watch his tape, he's a good blocking tight end. I think he can push over Luke Farrell for a chance to make that roster. Who knows?
I think so too. Khalil Dinkins, like I said, tight end, and he could fight for a spot too, like over Luke Farrell, Braden Willis, because he could be a guy on special teams that could work out as well and work his way up from there. So I think that's definitely a good move. Another spot that we said we got to flip to the offensive side of the ball on this end, and definitely for another rookie, we definitely gonna be looking at Deshaun Stribling. Obviously, I mean he was that second round pick. He's gonna be a guy that I think is gonna see the field probably immediately.
Well,
so
if he
has to make an impact.
Well, if he showcased what he's done in college, then who knows? We'll have to see what he does in training camp. I mean, he just has that specimen. Like he's fast and he's just quite a nice built, great blocker, kind of a yak receiver if you think about it. But this guy looks just the part.
Yeah, and that's something that Juwan Jennings had previously, who's moved on to Minnesota, and I expect him to bring that type of energy. Like I said, you said great blocker, solid route. I believe he's a great route runner as well. I watched his tape in college, so he's definitely a good route runner. Definitely going to be that possession guy for the most part. He might get an opportunity to beat somebody deep. He's going to get his opportunities, I believe, and I feel like he should be making an impact immediately.
Yeah, I think you're going to see him contribute very soon. I mean, we'll get an idea of what he can do at training camp and all that stuff. I mean, as soon as we get a great look in preseason on what he can do, I think you'll see his role come into play during the regular season.
Yeah, with that role coming into play, he's going to be a guy that's going to be expected to show up along with Kalon Black. He's going to be he's a guy who's going to get a lot of touches in this preseason. He's going to be the guy who's really going to be showcasing his ability this preseason. He's going to get a lot of touches. He's probably going to be more likely to starting in the preseason. Because Christian McCaffrey, I don't see him maybe not getting on the field, so maybe the third game, and it's probably going to be a series.
Yeah, you're probably going to get a chance to see who could be the backup running back behind Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you're looking at Kalon Black, who we just drafted in the third round, that they really had a high grade on this guy. But then you look at Jordan James, who could possibly make a push for that backup role too, so you never know. I mean, it's kind of hard to say. Maybe this is the end of guys like Garendo, or maybe not. But I feel like the competition comes down between Jordan James and Kalon Black. I don't know. Garendo just needs to get it figured out, or else he's good as gone.
Well, yeah. Well, unfortunately, him getting hurt prior to that, and him going to be missing this entire training camp does not help his cause at all.
Yep.
So that definitely hurts him in a way. And I want to flip right back around to the defensive side of the ball, and a guy who I feel like is definitely going to be primed for a breakout year. It's definitely going to be Upton Stout, that nickel corner man who made big, tough plays last season, huge breakup plays and big opportunities. And the way this guy has been posting his videos, working out, and trying to just lock up a guy, showing that he could lock up a guy, dude. At the end of the day, just in his offseason workout, this guy's been working really hard. So how you feel? Do you feel like he's going to be primed for a breakout year this year?
I feel like he's already building on to what he had as last year as a rookie. His workout training, the way he puts the work in the offseason, it's impressive. I mean, he may not be the biggest DB by any means, but this man plays bigger than what his size indicates. I mean, he kind of sticks in the coverage really well. He makes tackle. He's not afraid. He's a very physical kind of cornerback. I mean, the way he plays, man, it's remarkable how he covers. Like, dude, it doesn't matter how big this wide receiver is, bro. He can scrap with them, bro. One-on-one.
He scrapped with a couple of tight ends too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that, like, he's gotten down. So I feel like if they keep him at that nickel spot, you got Diamador on one side. I feel like I said, Prysock being that big, lengthy corner could be definitely another guy he could put on the outside that's definitely going to be able to protect that side if he definitely has the speed to keep up with a lot of these receivers, especially in our division. I feel like the 49ers secondary could be phenomenal, especially with both those cornerbacks being there and Upton Stout being there as well, playing that nickel spot.
Yeah, I don't know about the competition with that spot. I just think Green's the starter regardless, bro. Green's good. Just he has his moments. He just needs to work on his consistency better. But it seems like the coach staff will like what they've seen from Ronaldo Green. I think Ronaldo Green is probably the one guy we're not even discussing about, and I think he's going to prove something this upcoming season because when it comes down to it, he's got another year before he enters a contract year because he's already currently on his rookie contract. You got guys like Upton Stout still on their rookie contract.
Right.
Lenore is one of those guys that's kind of like building on to what he's been building on. I mean, otherwise he's been overlooked a lot.
Yeah, and Diamador Lenore has had quite a season, and I'm definitely intrigued with what that cornerback room is going to look like. And with the SF Hyena and this top 10 list that I just seen from ESPN is the wildest thing I have ever seen. Now, some of these names are legit on this list, But there's a few that I definitely would put Diamador Lenore over on this list. Starting, so the fact that he got snubbed on this list honestly pisses me off, and it shows where either the league doesn't like the 49ers corners or they don't value them.
Well, it is a slap in the face when you think about it. If he's not in your top 10 list, man, then what are we doing here? He's shown to be a very consistent cornerback. Yeah, he may not get the interceptions here and there. Yeah, but when he's in good position, man, he covers. He locks down the best opposing receivers and all that stuff. So even though he can be talking a little bit here and there, he knows how to deliver, man. You got to appreciate that. Even though he got paid a huge amount of pay out of the contract, he's living up to the contract, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. And he is a Pro Bowl corner. He's made big hits. He's made plays. So I don't see him not being on this list, especially when you got names like Cooper DeJean that's on this list. You got Keon Mitchell, who's pretty solid. And I definitely would put him over Devin Witherspoon any day of the week and twice on Sunday just on the fact that he's a damn Seahawk.
That's a good bold one right there because I think Witherspoon's pretty good too. But Lenore he deserves a strong case.
I definitely will make the case, and I have no problem doing that because it's just a simple fact. Okay, the way that he's been used over the last couple of years, especially with Saleh, he's not moving him man to man against the best receivers. For a prime example, the times that he has locked up JSN in the limited opportunities, JSN has only got one catch for 16 yards on Diamador Lenore. No touchdowns.
Yep. Well, he's matched up well against good receivers. Like JSN was about as good as there is,
right?
And he proved it really well. But it's the craziest argument. Like they make it sound like he tries to avoid JSN when it's not the case. Like you just said, the coaches are putting him in limited like coverages towards him. Like sometimes I kind of scratch my head, like why not we just have him cover JSN all day? Like
I said that last year during the playoffs, before even week 18, or even when we matched up in week 1 against them last year. I said Diamador Lenore, JSN all day long because I knew how good JSN was coming out of college.
Yeah, no offense to Ronaldo Green, it just didn't seem of a good matchup.
Right, and that's what gets Ronaldo Green that gets him exposed, and why I said like Price could be that guy.
We'll see, but I think they're very high on Ronaldo Green.
I know they're high on Ronaldo Green. He's made some, and it's not like he hasn't made no big plays. He's made some plays. He's made some plays where
he's made some plays where he can deflect the passes and all that other stuff.
Right.
But there's times he kind of gets burned. But if he's disciplined and put in right position, he's not that bad of a cornerback like everybody says.
Not at all. And I definitely feel like it's going to be his time. The fact that I said Demo Lenore, like I said, I got him over a lot of names on this list, man. Now, Patrick Surtain, definitely, he deserves that top spot. He did his thing last year. But I think it's the fact that for Diamador Lenore, everybody's complaining about the fact he doesn't get interceptions. Well, you can't get an interception if you're treated like Deion Sanders and nobody throws the ball your way.
Yeah, because he doesn't get much targets his direction. They try to avoid him. It's like his numbers are kind of like what you look at Nandi Oswald, too, if you think about it. Like the stats don't say otherwise, but it gives you a strong argument that he's a really good cornerback because if an opposing quarterback tries to avoid that direction, that says a lot. Especially
when you got a really good receiver. I'll use the Rams for example. When they had Devontae, you got Puka Nacua over there, and if he's got those type of receivers and he ain't throwing to Diamador's side, and he's exposing Ronaldo Green or maybe even Upton Stout in the case because he was a rookie and he was kind of picking on him. And, of course, anywhere they're getting in front of or behind Jair Brown, there you have it.
Yep.
There you have it, man. And so, like I said, the Hyena not being on this list is definitely a slap in the face, not only to the 49ers, but also be a slap to him. Definitely should put a chip on his fucking shoulder for this year. And he's going to be that guy to go, let's go get some interceptions right now. And his hands have been a testament, and people have said he doesn't have good hands and stuff like that. But if you're in position to bat the ball down, he's going to do what he's got to do to make sure that receiver don't get the ball.
It's only going to build him more motivated than he's ever been. I mean, that's what makes Lenore so special is he builds off of stuff like this.
Yeah, and last year he talked crazy game last year. So and he stepped up, he did his thing, but unfortunately for the 49ers, they got exposed in other ways due to injuries and things like that. And now it's our time to turn it around with everybody coming back. Hopefully, long as everybody remains healthy, I think we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, we should be all right. As long as this team stays healthy, we should be fine. When we look at the cornerback depth, I like the depth of from previous years. I feel like this is a pretty nice depth piece right here.
I definitely believe so, and I think we definitely got a good cornerback room. And definitely, of course, before we get done, Brandon Aiyuk, I got a motherfucking question for you. Are you fucking done yet? Are you fucking done? Are you done? Because we all are.
Yeah, I'm so tired of Brandon Aiyuk, but guess what? For Brandon Ayuk's defense, it's great for content, but I am sick of this man. Can we get rid of this man? Can we send him to the mental institution? Can we send him somewhere to get help? Can we call 911? Can his wife or somebody or his friend take the damn phone or something off of this man? Good God.
For real. Because it is beyond ridiculous. Now, the team that you're trying to fucking go to, which is the Washington Commanders, now all of a sudden you're dissing the quarterback's mom and all this stuff because he says something, hey, bro, if you're going to be on my team, you got to follow, you got to rock what I rock with. You know what I mean? And y'all being friends, you should have known this fucking coming in. You should have known this coming in. So for you to get on there with your little cup of grape juice, whatever the fuck you was drinking, talking about you were going to follow your own rules, you're going to continue crashing out and all this shit, and you're not going to show up to the 49ers facility. You're not going to file for reinstatement, which you have to fucking do if you even want to fucking play this year, fucking dumbass. So at the end, bruh, the 49ers just need to let this fucking shit go. I mean, the 49ers are going to hold them hostage without pay because they could do that. And you did it to your fucking self, like everybody on social media has told you, your friends have told you, your mentor TJ Houshmandzadeh told you to shut the fuck up. Maybe you should fucking do that. Put the fucking phone down, delete your fucking Instagram. You're not gonna make no money on social media trying to collaborate with Antonio Brown because Antonio Brown is on his way to fucking prison.
No, but that would probably be his best.
Let me explain why Antonio Brown's going to be. You can't collaborate with Antonio Brown because, like I said, he's on his way to prison. Antonio Brown's still facing charges of a robbery shooting that he was involved in last year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
He ain't making no money off that.
No, but I'm just saying for Brandon Ayuk's collaborate, he'll probably get more viewers off of him as a collab.
What you need to go do is go break that Applebee's uniform out that motherfucking closet because that's where you're fucking headed.
Well, he won't be.
Get ready to bring people that Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp and motherfucking beers and shit and get to collect tips and as a server.
Hey, instead of the name tag Gerald, it'll just be Brandon.
Yeah, for real. You want to put your real name? He about to really put his real name on that shit. For real. Because the way he keeps going, he's digging his own fucking grave. And he's still going to be the talk of the town until the fucking 49ers decide to do something. And the 49ers ain't got to do a damn thing except for sit there, back there like this and point and fucking laugh.
Well, they're not really too concerned. Even when Brandon Aiyuk has been trying to orchestrate to get released, it hasn't worked. And whether it's a troll job or not, it's a bad look regardless if you do a troll on the situation. I mean, if Jaden was a part of this plan, then this is a bad look. But if Brandon Aiyuk is really trying at this level, bro, he's already lost this battle.
Yeah, he's lost the battle, the war. He might as well go ahead and throw the white flag and everything else because he's fighting a losing battle at this point. It's got to the point where the fans, the media, the team, everybody else are tired of it. When Matt Bianco goes on and says he's tired of it, that really says something.
Yeah. And if somebody like Grant Cohn is tired of it too, then that speaks a lot too. You know, everybody is tired. I mean, there's a lot of these people, even the ones that people call the negative Nancy, they're tired of him too.
Shoot, at this point, I think Commander fans are already sick of him now, especially after what he did with Jaden Daniels and dissing his mama. And if he fired his agent, ain't Jaden Daniels' mama an agent too, or his agent? And he was trying to like orchestrate some type of deal to where she was gonna be his agent, his next agent.
That's what I've heard.
So for him to go on there and fucking say all of that, and now today you're going on social media posts about now Jaden Daniels is ghost, you motherfucker, you deserved it.
Yeah, he pretty much put himself in a bigger hole that he can't even take himself out of. I mean, why would you even mention that dude's mom? What does she's got to do with this situation? She's just looking out for her son's best interests, and maybe it may not be what people look at, man, but Jaden's making better decisions because she is looking out for his best interests.
You know, the only person's best interest she only needs to look out for is herself and her son.
Exactly.
She ain't got to do shit for Brandon Aiyuk, and she definitely ain't gonna do it now. And neither is Jaden Daniels, because now he's ghosting them and not picking up the phone. You're the one that unfollowed them on social media. You're the one that fucking start running your fucking mouth about him, his mama. Now you talking shit about the Commanders. What you ain't got nothing left, bro. Your career is done and over with, bro. And and we're all fucking sick and tired of talking about it.
Yeah, and here's one last thing we can come away with. Commander fans, I told you this. We've told you. We warned you. Brandon Aiyuk was not worth dealing with. As of right now, it's not too late to apologize to this fan base. The Niner Empire is open for your forgiveness. If you admit that you were delusional, that you were out of your mind, and you were wrong, we'll be glad to leave you alone. But if you're going to continue with this nonsense, guess what? We're going to make it our mission to make it a miserably living hell for you guys. So the choice is yours. You either apologize, or we're gonna force an apology out of you guys.
Or we're just gonna have to put belt to ass if we play y'all next time. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, October 19th. Brandon Aiyuk said that. So October 19th, we gonna have to just you gonna have to either put that apology what my boy said, or put belt to ass. And if you really about it. Sign Brandon Aiyuk and see if y'all can put belt to ass on us on the 19th.
Well, how they're gonna do that? They already released him without even being on the roster.
How you gonna put it that y'all released it and y'all ain't never had to do to begin with, man?
I don't know. Like, it's crazy. And then you were talking about the Applebee's one. I made like a joke about the Applebee's part where he gets fired.
And the manager.
Yeah,
for real. And that might just happen. Like I said, Applebee's might be his new reality, bro. For real.
It might be the new reality instead of what people thought of as like, maybe when he was trolling at one point where they were having him do something like out of that one show where he was disguised as a worker.
Right.
This is going to probably be something he has to live with. Like, oh shit, I might have to work for them now. But this was hilarious. Watch, I want to look for the photo. Oh, yeah, this photo right here. Hey, how the hell do you go from...
Damn.
I made this one.
That is wild. Well, yeah, like I said, for Brandon Aiyuk, that is going to be his reality, man.
Oh, yeah. But that is pretty much the breaking news. He just got fired by Applebee's. Yeah, was he either complaining about a raise? Was he showing up late? Was he having a hissy fit attitude with the customers and the manager? I don't know.
No, I'll tell you what it was. I'll tell you what it was. They had his ass on the grill. He possibly couldn't fucking do shit on the fucking grill, so they moved him from the grill to the motherfucking dish pit.
Oh! What happened? Did he talk about going to work at Chili's?
I don't know, but at the end of the day, man, like I said, Brandon Aiyuk, man, your career is fucking done. You burnt your fucking bridge, and it'd be a miracle because you got to, at this point, you're gonna have to fucking man up, file for reinstatement, show up to the 49ers facility, and that's the only way you're ever going to get a job in the NFL ever again. And until you fucking decide to do that and man up and mature up, bro, and do that, your career is over, bro.
Yep. And from watching what he just said, he's stubborn. He is sticking with his pride, and he's probably not going to play this upcoming season and probably in the near future because he just made it pretty damn clear that he ain't coming within this distance with this organization. So there's the animosity, there's that pittiness towards him. So he's letting his pride and ego get the best out of him, and it's gonna be the end of his career, unfortunately. And hopefully, this is a clear message to where he can get his act together.
And I could only imagine what this could have been if he didn't have his head up his ass with this fucking offense that we have right now. And I can imagine what he could be if he was a part of it and didn't fucking do what the fuck he's doing right now. I can only imagine with him on one side, Mike Evans on the other, and then you got them depth pieces with Pearsall, Kirk, and Stribling. I can only imagine what this offense could be like if he didn't do this right now.
I mean, you could say it was you can say this receiving group would have been really great, but I think it'll be fine without him regardless.
Oh, we're going to be fine without him because they're going to treat him like they treat Colin Kaepernick. The NFL is going to move on without you. Yeah. And they're completely fine with that without a fucking problem. They ain't got to say a fucking word. There is no obligation.
They're not big.
We ain't obligated to him.
You're not bigger than the NFL, so we move like we go well without you going forward. It's just like they say, the life goes on. That we move like a train and move forward.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, and at the end of the day, Faithful, we definitely appreciate every single one of you coming out and joining the show, man. Definitely make sure if you have any comments, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Drop anything you want to say in the comment section. And if you a 49er fan or a fan of any other team coming in with this season, want to be on the show and you want to talk about your thoughts on the Niners or the thoughts of your respective team, if they're facing the Niners, man, definitely hit me up on Facebook, man. You got your opportunity, man. And until next time, man, thank you for pulling up and
round up.
And we are out.
Damn, bitch ass boy, you a fan. Damn, fuck a hood, catch you for a gram. Damn, pussy nigga, do you know who I am? Damn, bitch ass boy, you a fan. Damn, fuck